How microplastics destroy our brain. With the widespread use of plastic products in daily life, microplastics have become ubiquitous. They not only pollute our environment, but also enter the human body through various pathways, silently impacting our health, especially posing potential threats to the brain. Sources of microplastics. Microplastics, defined as plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters in diameter, primarily come from two sources. 1. Environmental degradation. Plastic waste breaks down into small particles under the effects of sunlight, weathering, or seawater erosion. 2. Industrial microplastics. Microbeads used in cosmetics and cleaning products, as well as plastic pellets produced during industrial manufacturing. These microplastics can enter the human body through various routes: diet. Seafood, salt, and crops exposed to plastic-contaminated soil and water are major sources of microplastics. Drinking water. Studies have found significant amounts of microplastics in bottled water and some tap water supplies. Air. Suspended microplastic dust in the air can be inhaled into the respiratory system. Effects of microplastics on the nervous system. Once inside the body, microplastics can be absorbed through the gastrointestinal tract, enter the bloodstream, and even cross the blood-brain barrier, BBB, directly affecting the brain. 1. Crossing the blood-brain barrier. Microplastic particles with the chemical pollutants that carry heavy metals and organic toxins can infiltrate brain tissues. These harmful substances disrupt neural function upon contact with neurons. 2. Inducing inflammation and neurotoxicity. Microplastics trigger immune responses, causing inflammation that damages brain cells. Additionally, the oxidative stress induced by microplastics generates free radicals, which harm neuronal DNA and cell membranes. 3. Long-term health risks. Prolonged exposure to microplastics may lead to cognitive decline, memory impairment, and increased risks of Alzheimer's disease and other neurodegenerative disorders. While human studies are ongoing, animal experiments have demonstrated similar outcomes, highlighting the potential dangers microplastics pose to the nervous system. How to reduce the harm of microplastics. Although microplastics are now widespread in the environment, we can still take steps to minimize exposure and health risks. 1. Choose safer containers. Avoid using plastic containers to store or heat food, especially in microwaves. Opt for glass, stainless steel, or ceramic alternatives instead. 2. Optimize dietary habits. Reduce consumption of processed foods packaged in plastic and prioritize fresh, unprocessed food. Use high-efficiency water filters to avoid microplastics in drinking water and limit the use of bottled water. 3. Reduce plastic usage. Use reusable bags, utensils, and water bottles to minimize reliance on single-use plastics and reduce plastic waste at its source. 4. Support environmental policies. Stay informed and support policies aimed at reducing plastic pollution, such as restricting industrial use of microplastics and promoting plastic recycling and research into alternative materials. Conclusion. The threat posed by microplastics to human health, particularly their long-term effects on the brain, cannot be ignored. This issue not only affects individuals, but also presents significant challenges to public health. By changing our lifestyles and consumption habits, as well as supporting environmental initiatives, we can mitigate the harm caused by microplastics and create a healthier future for ourselves and the next generation.